Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good evening. So right now we're going to continue with the world event. So yeah, let's keep going. Currently we're in chapter 2 of Rat Race. It is called World of Garbage, and we're on this quest here to defeat Blockhead. We'll hit the go, and this brings us to a battle. And looks like they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy dies, we'll give an attack boost to allies. Did you find out who stole my mail? No, but there came a letter from the thief. He says that he will send out fake letters every hour so that all the allies will turn against you. I'm not happy with you. Find this egghead right now or I'll kick your... Oh, that's not good. Alright, so let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and we'll attack on the open lane B here. And there we go. So that was Blockhead. Alright, we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, looks like we have an ad here. Alright, we have the next quest here. Activate Epic Obelisk in Place of Power 3 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Place of Power, where we will activate this Epic Obelisk over here 3 times, requiring a total of 3,000 runes. We'll skip the animation, and hopefully we can get some bonus runes, which we do. And then we also got a little bit of the epic version of Scrap and Groot, which is not bad. More importantly, though, we did complete the quest, so we will now head back to the roadmap and continue. Alright, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, open 10 chests for victory over other players. Behind that, we have find 900 souls of epic heroes. On the bottom here, we have perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 2 times. We'll try and do as many of these quests as we can, so let's start with this one here. Open 10 chests for victory over other players. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to League. We'll need to get a couple of these battles won. We could also open up these chests as well, but we are saving them for a quest later on in this chapter. So we will have to do these offline, and we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest here, open 10 chests for victories over other players. We did those offline, and so we will now continue. Hey, it's another ad. Alright, we have this next quest up top here. Find 900 souls of epic heroes. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What we'll actually do is we'll head out of here, then head out of the roadmap, and we'll head over to the Divine Arena. As you can see, we do have epic chests as rewards. If we get one of them, we should have enough for that. So we'll see if we can just win one battle and get those rewards going. Okay, we have a little bit of these buildings here that will deal some damage. Looking around here, with some heal, some extra attack. This one here gets every... that's not too bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually go with this hero on B1. Just behind the buildings for some protection. Okay, we do have our hero skill here that we can summon a young Ent, which doesn't really help us right now. Could summon another one. You know what? Let's give another attack boost. We're just going to attack on the open lane C here, and not to worry too much about these other heroes, especially since we do have the skill here for silence, so let's do that. We'll turn off the skills for them, and then we'll just keep on going with our range hero on the open lane A. As you can see, our trees are doing a little bit of healing for us. Okay, we'll do our final skill here, which is the spikes. And then, just to be safe, we'll place this hero with high health, just to block. Okay, we have this flaming orc over here with some extra attack and also deal some extra damage to our buildings. Go with... once again, we will go with another hero with high health. Okay, they did their damage skill, and then it also looks like they summoned a hero here. A couple more heroes. Ouch. Okay, well, perhaps this might not be the best side to try and get the victory here. Let's go on the other side and see if we can get this done. Alright, so, once again, we'll start with the hero with high health. This hero here also deals random damage to an enemy. And we're attacking on the open lane, on this lane A, just to make sure they can only summon one hero. We do have this damage skill here that we could use. We're not going to use it quite yet. We're going to keep attacking these buildings for now. And we won't worry so much about damage over to the Warlord, as we do want to make sure we have a field. Let's see here. The Spirit Speaker gets an attack boost. This Poisonous Flower has some poison. This hero does extra damage to a building. This hero here gives extra attack boosts.
Whoa!
This Cult Henchman over here deals damage to all enemies as soon as we summon something, so that kind of helps us out. Here we got some more regeneration. We're going to do with our damage skill now. We'll also do another summon, and we'll actually clear out that range hero. And then we'll also do 2 more summons. And then also, I guess we can summon 1 more hero. This Priestess of the Abyss deals some extra damage to the enemies. Okay, and at this point, we'll just keep on summoning another henchman. That way we can deal additional damage whenever we summon another hero. Alright, and at this point, let's just summon 1 more. Probably should be good at this point. Okay, we're taking a little bit of damage over there. That is fine. And well, there you go. So we'll grab our rewards now. As you can see, the epic chest. And that is enough souls here for our quest. So we will now head back to the roadmap. We'll also do the bottom quest down here. This one is the perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle summons 2 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. We have done 1 demigod summon already. We'll use another demigod scroll in order to get the other one. And if you don't have scrolls, you can just use gems as well. Not necessary, but it is good for us to get some extra runes. So in this case, we will now head back and continue, grabbing both rewards. Another ad over there. Okay, we have this next quest to defeat Smart Log. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally appears, they will get block and regeneration. Okay, I'm sick of you and your lectures. If you want to kill me, come on, give it a try. But I didn't order the logging. Stop trying to fool me. Everything forest dwellers are talking about is evil deeds. But you're a forest dweller. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane C here. And there we go. So that was Smart Log. Alright, we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, looks like we have a quest already done. Let's take a look at these. So up top we have Soulbind any of the event rares 5 times. Behind that we have boost legendary heroes 4 times. On the bottom here we have find 1400 souls of the event epics. We will do as many of these quests as we can, so let's start with this quest up top. Soulbind the event rares 5 times. As mentioned, this one is already completed. You just have to do the Soulbinds, but you will need those heroes as well. But we will now claim and continue. Okay, we have this next quest up top here. Boost legendary heroes 4 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to our squad. What we can do is close this out and head over to the guild. We can also activate a bonus that will allow us to lower the cost of boosting. In this case, we don't have enough, guild coins, but that is okay. We can just head over to the squad and then boost any of our event legendaries, or actually just any legendary. So we'll filter for legendaries here, ones that are our favorites. And then we'll click on that and then do some boost. As you see, it does count for this quest right here. And as you can see also, the cost does go up every time we boost. So that's why you want to have separate heroes. So in that case, we'll find another one here. Let's see. We want to do low level ones, as the lower level ones will cost less dust. And we just need 1 more. They're all seemingly pretty high. Let's just do this one here. Okay, we are now complete with that quest. So we'll head back to the roadmap. And then we'll look to do the bottom quest here. This one is find 1400 souls of the event epics. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What we'll do is head out of this and then head back to the squad. And then we will then filter for our event rares. And then also filter for melee heroes, I believe. Yes. So in this case, as you see, we do have these event rares. They can evolve into the epics. And if we do so, as you see here, it does count for this quest. And so we are now complete. We'll head back to the roadmap and then grab both rewards. And once again, another ad. Okay, we have this next quest here, defeat Merciless. We'll hit the go, and this brings us to another battle. Looks like they have a skill too, so at the start of the turn, we'll give an attack boost to wounded allies. Enemies threaten our borders. You have to come back. You bring danger to your domain yourself. We will return when Pangaea has a worthy ruler. You even signed your letter to Harold with a dirty rat's paw print. This perfectly reflects your nature. What did you just say? Ooh. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane A here. And there we go. So that was Merciless. Okay, we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. All right, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, spend 1,700 copper coins. Behind that, we have Soulbind any of the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 7,500 runes. We want to hold off on spending on the runes because there are a couple of quests in later parts of this chapter where we'll need runes. So in this case, we will do this quest up top. This one is spend 1,700 copper coins. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the black market. We just need to do some spending. So in this case, have to make at least 1,700 of spending. We're going to grab this Tengu over here because we do use this for our squad. We're also going to get this Madame Lotrix because she's pretty useful overall. And so 4, 8, 900. Yeah, we can just buy this one, this Frost the Snow Queen here as well. And there we go. So we are now complete with that. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have this next quest over here, Soulbind any of the event epics 5 times. We have these heroes already, and this quest is similar to the other Soulbind quest that we had a few minutes ago. We will now just grab those rewards and continue. Okay, we have this next quest here to defeat Traitor. We'll hit the go. And looks like right now we are out of attempts, so we'll need to wait until we get some more, and we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest here to defeat Traitor. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to a battle. And looks like they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy dies, we'll give an attack boost to allies. So, took me long enough to blow your cover. I'm not going to be your errand boy anymore. Soon Pangaea will belong to us. You are not the first one to tell me that. You won't be the last. Oh, you underestimate my kind, human. He looks like a Ninja Turtle. Okay, well, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane C first. This Grace can deal some random damage to clear out the buildings. We have this hero here, the Samurai Dog, that deals some random damage, also has spikes. We'll attack on the open lane A. And there we go. So that was Traitor. Okay, we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Oh, okay, another ad. All right, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. Behind that, we have Reborn the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 500 gems. We'll try and do as many of these as we can. So let's start with this one first. So up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to gold mine. Gonna have to do a couple of these offline because gold mine itself does have a recharge. And so for now, we'll do them offline and we will see you guys later. All right, guys, we are back. Currently, we're on this quest here, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Okay, another ad. Okay, we have this next quest here, Reborn any of the event epics 5 times. We have done that already because we did have these heroes from before. So in this case, we'll do the bottom quest down here. This one is spend 500 gems. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What I'll actually do is head out of this and then head over to our legendary draft. We're going to do at least one attempt, and we will have that and then maybe spend a little more gems in order to get this done. And so we will see you guys later. All right, guys, we are back. Currently, we're on this quest here, spend 500 gems. We have done that offline. And so we will now continue, grabbing both rewards once again. Okay, we're on this next quest here. Get 2 legendary heroes in summons or in chest. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to our league. What we'll do is open any one of these 2 legendary chests that we've been saving for this particular quest. So in this case, we'll open up the number 2 for League 2 because the number of souls doesn't matter. As long as we open up a legendary chest, but we do want to use the lower ones first. And then you see we are now complete with that. Okay, so we will now head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we're on the final quest of Chapter 2. This is Defeat Groot. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so at the beginning of the turn, we'll heal allies to the max. To the max. Prince and I agreed that he would use my loggers for sanitary logging. Ever heard of one? That sounds disgusting. No, trees are living organisms that regulate their own life cycle. Sure, some of the old stumps should have rested in peace long ago. They won't wizen, though. That did sound pretty disgusting. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane D with our Yoster the Dawnglow with our damage skill at the beginning of the turn. Also the building behind for Reflect to actually reflect some spikes. And we'll just attack on the open lane B here. And there we go. So that was Groot. Okay, we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, here's the biography / end card for Chapter 2. So, Groot, Silent Guardian. I also didn't notice that there was a little bird here. That's kind of cool. Nature is helpless against those craving to destroy it, but when one thinks there's no hope, a silent guardian, Groot, appears, defender of nature respected by all forest dwellers. For years, he managed to keep the balance, but suddenly the lumberjacks of the Lord Protector, who until recently was Groot's staunch ally, began logging in the sacred grove. What went wrong? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's keep going. We'll grab our rewards. And this is now Chapter 3. So Chapter 3, Return of the Rat King. The traitor's name has come to light. All this time, Kendrick had been turning everyone against the Lord Protector. An hour ago, he had declared himself King of the Rat Republic, and his plan was to escape the eternal darkness of the lower worlds. If he is not stopped, Pangea will be taken over by scavenger rats at sunset. It seems that Adam will have to win the favor of former allies again. Lovely. Okay, so here are the rewards for Chapter 3. We'll be able to get 1k copies of Scrap the King of Garbage, along with some Miracle Scrolls, a nice little medal, and then also a gallery portrait. So yeah, let's hop right in. Okay, and we're also checking out the history as well. As you can see, the final boss here is the Rat King. So at this point, we will stop the video because we are then going to start on Chapter 3 later. So we will see you guys then. This is Happysplasher, signing off.